New rapper alert. Whoa, whack as fuck, of course. Hip-hop continues to die, diminishing while you watch her step up with or without you by his side. I'll turn the volume off of the whack frauds whom the radio would choose to feature. At the same exact time, I'll fire off silencers in their mouths to mute the speakers. He should pay me not to battle him, to avoid losing to my greatness by taking the high road to demonstrate an elevation. Whoa, if he would agree to battle me, I'd embarrass him and leave him alone. Whoa, but he'd decline in record time. Instead, I'll have to put a bullet in both eyeballs, to each his own. Whoa, I'll be a graffiti artist, foreshadowing the future. The writing's on the wall, I'm the protagonist. You'll see a toe tag on this protagonist. Whoa, researching this weak person seemed urgent, as what I had seen worded was that he's popular. Not concerned, there's no good lyrics discovered on this earth, not to mention the omniverse. Every rap career, I'll teach him that the end is near. You're afraid of the dark, so when I knock your lights out, my fist interferes with your inner fears. Whoa, he's telling me he wants to slice up my bladder with something sharp to disturb my essence. Whoa, I've never experienced pain between my legs, but just thinking about it now makes me understand your intentions. Whoa, my fans told me, make sure he's unarmed. I took the threat literally to the end. Cut them off altogether, like I wanted nothing to do with them. Whoa, more stab wounds to armpits and you'll see the blood increases. Rip the vocal cords off the larynx to make him fucking speechless. Whoa, so Mr. Victim, listen up, I'll give you a big clue. You know, some sort of hint? You can't speak and I took you off the map. Is there any more to it? My machine that can save you is missing the plug. That's also unfortunate. So your throat, dislocation, and the machine have the same thing in common. There's no coordinate. Whoa. Except my top spot. And listen, when I pass my words, you should cherish the code. Anyone else stepping in? I'll cut off oxygen to kill the king's replacements. No more heir to the throne. A loser sore as you affords a quick death for being a poor sportsman. Hand you a 1-inch paper saying I'm gonna kill you in 1 second. You die with such a short notice. Whoa. All you fighters need to take heed and don't step on my grind. When you steal my lyrics, y'all should recognize you recognize rhyme. Never touch my pen and pad. You would waste imagery. I could be a starving artist in the Hunger Games and taste victory. Don't tell on me for the 328 victims. Just pretend this face is in a set like Abe Lincoln.
You said I would lose a battle? Your view is not in favor. Pussy, your vision is sad to see. Bitch, you lost your marbles. Man, call a player for tips on winning strategies. I contained a heightened clairvoyant sense of awareness on the throne. If my worst words were THC, even the marijuana smoke. I can't afford to go under 100% while you could spare a round of jokes. 2 kicks, 2 jabs, 4 bones ruptured. Blood dripping, your hands keeping your nose covered. Then I peek around the corner, see you in the elevator, repeatedly pressing the door close button. Take over direction with the element of surprise as I sat calm, cool, and collect. Wait for my team to roll in, then I call them on cue and collect. As far as my team, you couldn't achieve or reach our genius credit. The Rap Council should start recharging us credit. 1 shot, 2 kills. Hence that sure would seem I have 200% accuracy. I'll make it even though it won't look the same. Symmetrical. Laid down my foundation, but the symmetrical. With all the whack rappers these days, the universe is at a loss. But I'm undefeated. Even with ADD, you couldn't add a loss or say Adam's lost. Greatness is what an Adam bar askew. Your rhymes are trash. They should be on the show Bar Rescue. I'll assume your soft ass prefers a music choice soft with acoustic grooves. If you ain't looking for trouble, then don't speak my lingo or else it's a problem you fluent too. No justice, it's rubbish. If something's wrong, you just nod. Why clap for a corrupt cop if he tries to hold up laws? You want to be a rapper? I won't let you graduate. I'll rearrange the main stage with no floors. You at college for rap fame? I'll sabotage your craft with phenomenal force. And I'll erase your name so you'll get no credits for your major like an optional course. I spit expensive heat like an active kitchen with no one home. In a rap battle, I get personal. Bars remind you of backyard baseball. Hits close to home. I'll throw a fiesta, mate. What's the fee? Estimate. How many bars per minute? 60 minimum. I'm funny, but not running from anyone. If you say I'm a clown, then I kill like John Wayne Gacy. I'm cold as ice, I think LeBron James hates me. With these skills I rank, you couldn't match my wits willingly. You can't touch my level, I'm a hazardous intangibility. My next bar isn't offensive, it's perspective. You suck cock for tickets. The game urgent? No, I mean you suck cock for tickets. The gay merchant? I'm enforcing some regulations for rap battles and rap duels. Be flawless or I'll separate your words and reverse them if you slip up in my pupils. Blaming others for your failures, like you got stabbed in the back, that's preposterous, but you pretend like your story should sell. I'm tired of that act, you punk. Sure, therapy could help. When it comes to hip-hop, you give off the sound of a lost villager's slang. If I told you to write down and recite loud something dope, you couldn't break out the bars with John Dillinger's gang. If you still don't believe in me, y'all, then you're an atheist bleeding beneath the sea and I'm Jaws, which makes me the deadliest. Catch it? Even an amputee bro can give me some applause. I got 2 lines that symbolizes you'll proceed to the pause. Press play, you're about to meet with the gods. I'm warning warriors, you should call home. Although, finding a dope rhyme of yours is also about as likely as finding a hatless Waldo in a crowd of all bald folks. People say I'm diabolical? Nah, try methodical. I'll make you all see that I am the optimal beast, even if your eyes are covered by an optical leech. I have metaphors that are American Ninja Warrior obstacle deep. Once you see what this boy'll do, his haters become a product of heat. For anyone who doubts my enemies will drown after using my pen, paper, and voice, just think about it. When you put I against most, it spells moist. It is better to agree to my terms and conditions. Don't talk shit or I'll be on a murderous mission. I'll diss them to their face, while in most instances disses prefer to be distant. Haters get evictions, their mouths closed. I'm as mean as can be. I can make even the richest critic zip it so seamlessly. You better change routes to your safe house before I take out my TNT. I'm so sneaky when I'm creeping up in it secretly that even the top 10% of the most attentive tenants tend to get dented when meeting me. It makes sense that I'm cynical since the Central Senate sent in a spy to DIE. Other rappers obnoxiously awkwardly copy me, but I end my competition, call me the worst of the bunch. You ought to be cautiously walking when talking of me, or Stark will start stomping you. When you're down, you'll get served dirt for your lunch. One of the many plenty perks of working with guns, but it's also false hope, cause you're cursed when you lust. When me and hip-hop met, I was perfect to perfect this friendship. The only dopeness opponents have is what I inject in their breakfast. I'll send you to the Holy Lands, that's the Methodist method. My rhymes will make you overdose unless this lesson lessens the meth binge. Y'all should know by now I'm the strongest contestant to contest with. Homie, you're fucked, like the concept of conception.
A blind person frequently reading Braille is spoken word so often. My style of rap is considered spoken word so often. Can demons' words coming out of your mouth cause speaking while chewing candy mints words coming out of your mouth? I remember a bunch of car accidents according to my recollection. I'll prove that with photos according to my recollection. Parents' boy came out of the dark and the biggest star was seen. They saw the sunshine. Then when the inventory coin count came to 10 cents and wasn't layered at all, it was 1 dime mentioned. As he got older and dumber, he'd age removing brain cells. Imagining performing a craniotomy, he'd daydream moving brain cells. Nothing grossed me out, I never discussed things. Never spoke a word with anyone else, I never discussed things. The largest land animal is in danger. Whose lives are in peril? Elephants. To save them, let's run a protective wall on each side, parallel a fence. Biggest bodies of water where you will see some boats move some ocean. In different directions as well, you will see some boats move some motions. Worked for 60 minutes when they asked me to be their savior. It benefited me and my team, so it was in our favor. These dirt spots require another garden. They need to be reseeded. You all stood up. Sit back down. You need to be reseeded. Looking for proof of the purchase? This transaction will need to be reseeded. If the land was no longer flooded, the water would need to be reseeded. Haven't sold alcohol in decades. Long time since I had a genuine draft. Haven't wrote a real preliminary piece of writing in decades. Long time since I had a genuine draft. Lived underground with no cold wind. Long time since I had a genuine draft. Years since people were forced to go to war. America itself would say long time since I had a genuine draft. I'm a professional and I go against what any other pro post. It's like the mentality of an abusive pimp. I tend to whoopos if I see them wink. One eyelid really shut, get it? Wink. One eyelid really shut. Hit so hard you should have seen the punch coming when we watch your eyelid really shut. Good lawyer, it was an open case in court, now it's one eyelid really shut. Rudely writing, put down, insulting critics instantly. It's my statutory obligation to leave my rivals with a diminished dignity.